السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شهد الله أنه لا إله إلا هو والملائكة وأولو العلم قائما بالقسط. صدق الله العلي العظيم وصدق رسوله النبي الأمين المكين الرؤوف الرحيم. قال الله تعالى في فضيلة ورفعة ذكر حبيبنا المصطفى صلى الله عليه وسلم: إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا ونبينا مولانا Muhammad wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in. Allah says, Allah be a witness, Allah be a witness that none has the right to be worshipped but He, and the angels and those having knowledge, ulul ilm. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned here that only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deserves to be worshipped. On this matter, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala himself witnessing. And Allah joined with His mercy and fadl, with His mercy and rahmah, to malaika and ulul ilm with Him. He says, malaika and those having knowledge, ulul ilm, also be a witness to this. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala joined the ulama, the scholars, in this act of witnessing and testimony. So this is a great excellence of ulul ilm, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned the ulama, the people of knowledge, those who having knowledge, they are the witness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only deserve to be worshipped. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala joined the ulama, the sulaha, the ulama with Him in the act of witnessing and testimony. The brothers and sisters in Islam, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, فَضْلُ الْعَالِمِ عَلَى الْعَابِدِ كَفَضْلِ عَلَى أَدْنَاكُمْ إِنَّ اللَّهَ عَزَّ وَجَلَّ وَمَلَائِكَتَهُ وَأَهْلَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ حَتَّى النَّمْلَةِ فِي جُحْرِهَا وحتى الحوت لا يصلون على معلم الناس الخير. Sayyidina Abu Umama radiallahu anhu narrates that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, the superiority of the learned, the superiority of the scholars over the devout worshipper is like my superiority over the most inferior amongst you in good deeds. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam did the tashbih. There is no similarity in status and grade with Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam showing the importance and the excellence of the ulama, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that the superiority of the learned person over the devout worshipper is like my superiority over the most inferior amongst you. And means I can find all of you. So like the scholars' excellence and their virtues can find everyone, those who are not learned people. And then Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that inna Allah, indeed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showers His mercy, la yusalluna ala muallimin nasi al khayra. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the malaika, the dwellers, the residents of the heaven and the earth, and even the ant in its hole and the fish in water, supplicate in favor of those who teach people knowledge. Who teach people knowledge. So the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Almighty Allah, He showers His mercy on people of knowledge, those who teach people the ilm, who are muallimun nas, who are the teachers of the people. And Malaika, Ahlus Samawati wal Ard, dwellers of the heaven and the earth, even the ants and the fish, even like very small creatures, they also supplicate for an alim. And here Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used the verb mudari'. In Arabic, mudari' confines the present tense and the future tense. It confines both period and the both eras, the present tense and the future tense. So la yusalluna ala muallimin nas al khair. So that just of one time Allah showered mercy, of one time in present time or in the past time, just of one time that the Ahlus Samawati wal Ard or Malaika or ants or the fish, they are not supplicating. This act is going to be continued, not just in present times, but it is going to be continued for the future also. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showering mercy on alim, though the person, the learned person who is teaching the people benefited knowledge, the knowledge of the Quran, the Sunnah, the fiqh, understanding of the Sharia rulings, and ihsan, spiritual sciences. The one who is teaching people al-khair. So the al-khair, this alif lam is istighraqi, means all the benefited sciences. The one who is teaching. So Allah showering mercy on him. And he will shower also. Allah bestowing mercy. Malaika, dwellers of the heaven and the earth, and ants and the fish, all are supplicating. And they are supplicating in future also. Because this is mudari'. Not just present times, but they are going to do that thing. They are going to do supplication for an alim in future also. And this is mudari', just not one time, but this act is going to be continued. This is the fadila of an alim. So one of the scholar and my teacher and my Shaykh, from whom I have learned the Sharia sciences also and the spiritual sciences. So I would like to share that I'm very much influenced with his personality, his behavior in spiritual sciences also. And he was the Qari, the Qari of 10 mutawatir qira'at. And he was the teacher of hundreds of Huffaz Kiram, memorizers of the Quran. Almost more than 30 to 40 years he taught. And his schedule was since morning to night, around 11 to 12 p.m. of night, he used to teach. After Fajr Salah, he used to teach the fiqh, the laws, and the ilm al-miras, the laws of inheritance, Kitab al-Hidayah lil Imam al-Ghinani of fiqh, and laws of inheritance. And after breakfast, then he teach the Hifzul Quran students. And it's going to be last like 4 p.m. or 4:30 between the Zuhr Salah break. And then after Maghrib, after Asr Salah, he used to prepare for teaching the Qira'at Sab'a wa Ashra, Qira'at of Imam Nafi Madani, Imam Ibn Kathir Makki, Imam Abu Amr Basri, Imam Asim al-Kufi. And after Isha Salah, after the Isha and dinner, so he used to sit and then teach around 11 to 12 p.m. the Qira'at of these Aimma, Imam Nafi Madani, Ibn Kathir Makki. So this is his great part. And the second thing, in his companionship, I experienced and enjoyed the spiritual feelings and the emotions. One thing I would like to share, I won't go in detail because we have very short span of time, that he used to say, there are many teachings, but just I'm taking one thing. He used to say, entrust your affairs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَاتَّخِذْهُ وَكِيلًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Quran. Entrust your affairs, hand over your affairs before doing before gathering and collecting the resources and the means, doing any physical or intellectual homework, first of all, entrust every affair to Allah the Exalted. And not just he used to quote some verses or some ahadith mubarakah on excellence of the tawakkul or the tafweez, entrusting affairs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But as he used to practice these things, and he used to say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best disposer of all affairs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is the best wakil of your affairs. And he used to say, experience it. Try these things, not just listen and go back to your home. No, experience these things. Whenever you are going to do anything, hand over and trust that affair first to Allah the Exalted. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he is the best disposer of all affairs. So there are many experiences of my life after getting teaching from him. One experience I would like to share, that when I was doing Master of Philosophy in Arabic from Maulana Azad University. So at nearby masjid, I used to lead the Jummah Salah as I'm leading here. So my university, my uni, that was close to the masjid. So that Jummah was the last day of my semester fee payment. So I decided after Salah, I thought that inshallah after Salah, I'll go to the university, Unibank, and I will pay the chalan of my semester fee. So after Salah, as usual, when I finished the Salah, I came back. I planned that I have to go to the masjid with one of my disciples. I have checked that I have that amount or not. Sometimes we forget at home. There was a chalan received. University used to give the research scholars and the students that you are not supposed to pay the deposit fee or anything if you use this chalan fee, chalan. That chalan copy and pen, everything I checked, everything is fine. Sometimes that we find here there is a box, there are pens, but in India you don't find in every bank. And sometimes people also hesitate to give you pen. They think if I'll give you, then maybe I'll forget. So I checked that I have pen, chalan received and cash, everything. I went to the bank. And my home is much far from the university bank. And I have to deposit, I have to pay that semester fee in that outlet, because that is the university branch and outlet. So that there was at that time digital banking, all these things are not very much familiar. So I went there. I was waiting in the queue for my turn on cash counter. So when it's my turn, as I reached, he closed the window. I said, why you are closing? He said, that person, he said, the teller said, it's a lunch time. So I said, it's 2 p.m., lunch starting at 2 p.m. Why are you doing so rush? He said, look at the watch, wall clock. When I saw that is 2:05. He said, already I have worked 5 minutes more. And he did shut down the system. So I was requesting that my house is far, almost 1 hour drive. So, and this is the last day. So please consider, accept my chalan and receive this thing. He is saying, no, sorry, I can't do it. The time is, you have to, either you wait or you come on Monday. Saturday, Sunday, that outlet used to be closed. You have to come on Monday. I said that today is the last day. So please consider this. He is saying, no. So with me, one of my students, he is also requesting, please consider, sir, that we can't wait 1 hour. Actually, after Jummah Salah, we feel a little bit hungry also. So we can't wait. Please consider. And his house is much far. It's almost 1 hour drive, or more than 1 hour drive. We can't wait that much. He's saying, no, sorry, I can't do that. Either you wait or come on Monday. So like this 5 or couple minutes we were requesting. So all of a sudden it struck in myself that I checked everything, all the resources, all the means. But I didn't entrust the affair to Allah the Exalted. I didn't feel, yeah, oh Allah, if you fulfill this, you are the best disposer. If you help me, I'm seeking help from you. I'm seeking isti'ana from you, oh Allah. So if you do, then everything will go on. I didn't pay attention there. My heart was engrossed in pen, challan receipt, cash, and all these things. All of a sudden, it struck in my heart, oh, this is my fault. This is my mistake. I was supposed to, first of all, entrust that affair to Allah the Exalted, as my Shaykh taught me. So I felt, astaghfirullah, I said myself, this is my mistake, my fault. So I felt that this is useless to request him. When I ruined my affair myself, I didn't entrust the affair, first of all, to Allah the Exalted. So I did istighfar. I said, I have to entrust that thing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, first of all. So I thought the student, one of my students who is requesting that, tell her that please consider, let's stop this request. Because I felt that it's not going to work. Because I'm not thinking that time is finished, all these things. I felt that when I didn't entrust the affair to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so that thing is not going to happen. So here I apologize, did istighfar. On other hand, immediately, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed his heart. Since couple minutes, he was refusing my request. And one of my students' requests, he's saying, no, I'm not going to accept it. Already I have shut down the system. You have to wait or come on Monday. All these things are going on. But all of a sudden, he opened the window and said, give me your challan. And he stamped and put the date on it and signed and taken money from me and say, you are all set, sir, you can go. So as I apologized and did istighfar and entrusted my affair to Allah the Exalted, immediately that thing happened. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala changed his heart. So my Shaykh used to say, entrust your affairs to Allah the Exalted. So this is the best practice of Anbiya and Rasul alayhimus salam, to tafweez your umur affairs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَاتَّخِذْهُ وَكِيلًا. And Allah is the best disposer of your affairs. Whatever means you gather, whatever planning you do, that is not going to work unless and until you submit yourself and that affair, entrust that affair to Allah the Exalted. So my dear brothers and sisters, this is the best teaching, and there are many things that I have learned. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala shower on my Shaykh mercy, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exalt his ranks, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us tawfiq to seek help from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in each and every affair, and to entrust our affairs to Allah the Exalted. Wa sallallahu ta'ala wa sallam ala khairi khalqi Muhammadin wa alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Please pray sunnah. Assalamu alaikum.